Number one storyline coming out of yesterday, a primetime problem. The Texans defense. If they're playing in your stadium, you're going to be booing your team by middle of second quarter, maybe even beginning of second quarter, depending upon how the first quarter goes. They are a problem. This Houston Texans defense is very, very good at seemingly everything. We talk about big athletic dudes around the quarterback all the time. They got that. Back end stingy. Tigre has a huge game here. I mean, you're talking about they came into Indianapolis and just shut us down completely. I mean, and you want to boo just because you're so bored. It's like it's at a game. I would like to see my team do something good. Well, your defense is doing cool. I'd like to see the offense do something. Against Houston Texans, I don't know if your offense is going to do much good things. I honestly don't think that is going to be happening. And the Chiefs just so happen to be the most recent victim. Now, on that note, a couple big-time drops by the Kansas City Chiefs in some big-time moments where they could still be the Chiefs today. But now the entire conversation is, wait a minute, the Chiefs are dead. Their dynasty's dead. It's like, Alex Smith said in the pregame, you talked about Alex Smith earlier. I thought he did a great job. We all watched leading into the college football playoff. Alex Smith was saying a lot of things. I think he said the Houston Texans are a better football team than the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. And I think a lot of people were saying, like, hey, that's a hot take. That's a hot take. I don't think you've been watching the Houston Texans. If C.J. Stroud and the offense can do anything, which they were able to do last night, this defense is going to have them in every game. And they can't be on TV because the home team is going to be getting booed because of no matter how great they are, this Houston Texans team is going to make it look effortless, seemingly, on the defensive side.
Well, and they're the definition of, they started 0-3, this team stinks, we don't have to think about them for the rest of the season, and then, boom, halfway through the year, they're playing their best football. Like, you look at the rest of their schedule, too, they got the Cardinals, the Raiders, the Chargers, and the Colts. They can easily run the table and win their division. Like, we're talking about a team that wasn't in the playoff picture, actually legitimately was below the 7 seed up until right now, the entire year, and now they might end up hosting another playoff game, and they've won playoff games the last 2 years. You know, C.J. Stroud, his rookie year and his second year, he never really had a slump. Now, he got banged up, and that stinks, but when you have a defense like this, and then you have an offense that has two rookie wide receivers that kind of have to find their way, they've found their way. Stroud is back. Their defense isn't just good. It's possibly the greatest defense in the history of football. I mean, it's amazing to watch. But again, to your point, to the headlines point, stop putting them in prime time because it stinks for the other team and for people watching who aren't Texans.
Yeah, it's going to be a slow football game when the Houston Texans defense is on the field, unless C.J. Stroud runs it up. This is from Dustin Page. Hashtag I don't want to overreact, but the Texans are going to the Super Bowl. Our defense is on a generational run. Stroud and the boys are finally starting to get hot, making plays when it matters. They score 20, we win. Name one team in the AFC who wants to play us. The answer is none. Amen. It's literally what we were just talking about. I agree with what you're saying. We're big fans of the Texans around here. And Caserio should be taking a victory lap maybe, for what he's been able to do. They make some interesting moves. Fire the OC whenever things are going well. Move on from Stephon Diggs. Get him out of here.
Tunsil.
Yeah.
Tunsil, see you later. We're going to take some picks back in that. They make some moves that make you wonder if they're going to be okay. He's got to be sitting there looking at his team going, I think we can play with anybody. Strictly because we can keep anybody under 14 points. And that's an absurd thing to be able to do in modern NFL.
I mean, you can make the argument that the greatest draft in the history of football is them taking Stroud at 2 and then trading back up at 3 and taking Will Anderson. Like, those two guys have completely flipped their entire franchise.
Pillars.
Good for the Texans, man.
Also, we talked about it a little bit during it. Their defense is unbelievable. They owe a massive amount of credit to Doug Mills. Like, if they go 1-2 or don't win any of the game, like, then they're dead, and we're not talking about any of this. Like, he helped keep their season afloat.
Good for the Texans. Not too long ago, they were the dumpster fire that we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Like, would you take the Browns over the Texans? Absolutely, a couple years ago. Texans were in trouble 4 or 5 years ago. Now, seemingly, potentially, on a Super Bowl run, that'd be crazy.